Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at things that could possibly happen the next time you see them. So please be aware that this is a general reading, only take what resonates, leave the rest. Before we get started with your pile selection, I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsor, Keen. So this is how my best friend almost ruined my relationship. It started with a missed call from Emily on my boyfriend Kyle's phone at a weird time. Then I saw a missed call from Kyle on Emily's phone as well. I wondered why they'd call each other while I'm at work. My heart raced. I trust them, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. I felt uneasy about Emily before. A year ago, I noticed how she and Kyle seemed to click, sharing jokes and glances that made me uncomfortable. Once I even caught Emily smiling at a message from Kyle, and when I asked him about it, he said it was private. I just dismissed it as paranoia due to my trust issues, but the doubt lingered. The new incident made my old suspicions resurface. Kyle became more secretive, always on his phone, which was unusual for him, and Emily started cancelling plans last minute, which wasn't like her. Everything seemed off and my anxiety grew. I confronted Kyle about the call, but he brushed it off as a mistake. But when I asked Emily, she said she didn't even remember calling at all. Their vague answers made me even more anxious. I needed to know the truth, so that's when I decided to consult with a tarot reader from Keen. I browsed Keen's website, searching for the right psychic for my situation. I found one specializing in relationship readings with great reviews. But it was her energy that caught my attention, so I decided to consult with her, hoping she could reveal the truth. I explained my fears and asked for clarity. As she began typing, I just felt a gnawing anxiety, fearing the truth I might hear. She told me the cards speak of betrayal, and my stomach dropped. Then she added, but they also speak of celebration, a union of hearts. Confused and frustrated, I asked, what does that mean? Her vagueness felt like torture. The truth lies in what you choose to see. The betrayal may not be what you think. Sometimes the heart sees what it fears, not what is real, she responded. I left the chat more confused than ever. Over the next few days, her words echoed in my mind, turning every interaction with Kyle and Emily into something sinister. The final straw came when I saw Kyle and Emily together at a coffee shop, speaking in hushed tones. They didn't see me, but I saw enough to confirm the worst. I left in tears. Back home, I felt broken. How could they betray me? But as I paced around, the tarot reader's words returned to me. Celebration? Union of hearts? Could there be another explanation? The next day, I decided to confront them. I know something's going on, I blurted out. Just tell me the truth. Kyle and Emily exchanged a glance, then smiled. We were going to tell you tonight, Emily said softly. Tell me what? I demanded. Kyle pulled out a small velvet box. We've been planning a special anniversary surprise for you. Our 3-year anniversary is next month. Emily helped me because you trust her taste more than mine. My mind reeled as everything fell into place. The strange calls, the secret meetings, the cryptic conversations. It was all for me. I felt a flood of relief and guilt. The tarot reader's words made sense now. The betrayal was actually my own mistrust, twisted by my fears. I hugged them both, tears streaming down my face as the weight of doubt lifted. They've been planning something beautiful for me, not against me. So I realized that sometimes trust means choosing to see love, even when fear blinds you. I hope you enjoyed that little nugget of my personal life, and if you've had thoughts about something you need clarity on, Keen connects you with talented psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can get a reading whenever it suits you. Just create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. Each reader has unique gifts and specialties, so whether you need insights on love, career, or life in general, they can provide deeper understanding and guidance. Choose whichever reader best suits you, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. It's always best to get a personal psychic reading if you'd like more accurate information on your situation, because it is directed only to your energies. Now, here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 5 minutes for only $1. Go to trykeen.com/psychicsirenstarot or click the link in my description box below to receive a discount on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this partnership opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychicsirenstarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your pile selection, we have 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the Malachite crystal with the Seers tarot. For pile number 2, we have rose quartz with the Mythos tarot. And for pile number 3, we have the red cat's eye heart with the sacred Sisterhood tarot. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile, pick whichever one you are most drawn to. So hopefully by now you have picked a pile for yourself. If not, you can pause the video. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this Malachite crystal and the Seers tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at things that could possibly happen the next time you see them again for the person on your mind. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Quick disclaimer, please note that the future is never set in stone. We're merely reading into a possibility of what could happen in the future, but everyone always has free will. So if you find yourself resonating with these messages and you'd like to stay up to date with what I post daily, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So keep your person in mind while I shuffle. But firstly, I'm seeing a vision of like a video game. So I don't know if you and this person like to play video games together, but if not, don't worry about it. But what I'm seeing is, you know, when you're starting at like a certain level in a game and then you finally make it to the next level. So for example, I'm seeing we're at level 5. Now we're moving to level 6. That's what I'm seeing clairvoyantly. So this person could be taking it to the next level with you the next time they see you potentially. I don't know what that means, but it could mean something different for each and every one of you, but I just basically see a level up. I see your connection improving in a very big way, in a way that feels like we've made it to the next level. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So spirit guides of pile number 1. Spirit guides of pile number 1. What could possibly happen the next time they see the person on their mind again? We have the Page of Cups in the reverse. When I pulled this card, I heard something bigger than what your imagination could even like muster up in some way. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but something bigger than your imagination. And with the pig here with angel wings, it kind of reminds me of something kind of seeming impossible, but it's not impossible. Like, for example, let's say you had a lot of challenges in your relationship and I said level up and you're like, how would that happen since we're going through a rough patch, for example. Not everyone has to resonate with that. It may seem impossible, but it is happening, something greater than your imagination. In a good way, not what your worries are telling you. So we do have the 2 of Cups reversed showing up next. Next we have the 4 of Cups reversed. And we have the Page of Wands reversed. So it's interesting that you just got reversals today. So let me reflect on this for a second. 6 of Pentacles reversed wanted to come out with that. and the Five of Swords reversed is at the back of the deck. We will pull clarifiers in a second. So what I'm getting from this pile is maybe some of you could have been at that point in this connection where you were ready to end things or ready to walk away, where you just haven't felt satisfied in this connection. Maybe this person used to put in a lot of effort, but has kind of gotten comfortable. I don't know if comfortable is the right word to use, but it feels like that when I'm in the energy. Or maybe they're just not putting in enough effort, period. Maybe they've never put in effort and you're kind of getting tired of it, which for some of you, I'm picking up on an energy like that. For others of you, it feels like maybe some of you have been together for a very long time and you feel like I feel a situation where it's like, okay, maybe we lived together for a really long time. We've been married, whatever it is, and it's starting to feel like we're roommates instead of lovers. Or I'm picking up on a situation where you just haven't seen each other a lot, long distance. And I'm also picking up on just like a person not putting in that much effort, as much as they used to, or not at all. So those are the different scenarios I'm picking up on and rough patches where you may feel, like I said before, this is impossible. It's impossible that we would level up with all these things that are going on. See, the thing I've learned over time from reading energy, sometimes when we read into future potential timelines, sometimes it feels almost too good to be true. But that is when we must hold on to faith and believe that things can change and improve. I've seen countless clients where I did a reading on them and I told them the future energy I saw, a positive ending, and they didn't believe it at first, not because they didn't believe me, but just because the situation didn't match up to that future energy and was so far off now versus the future, if that makes sense. But then maybe months later, they actually see it come to fruition. So sometimes that happens within the energy. Sometimes obstacles can be removed. And when I am in this pile, I'm not trying to have people hold on to toxic relationships. That's not the energy I'm feeling, but more so you've been together a while, you do have love for each other. And even if it's not a while, you do have love for each other, but there's just been difficulties lately in your connection. And I do see you two potentially overcoming those difficulties, even if it seems unbelievable. So that's the whole theme of what could potentially happen the next time you see them. So zodiac signs I'm picking up on, this could just be extra confirmation of your sign or their sign. So I'm seeing a lot of fire energy, just clairvoyantly. Because I'm not just using the cards, I'm also using my psychic abilities. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then I also see prominent earth sign energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And then I also see the first 3 zodiac signs in order, so Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. And I'm also seeing that this could be a blessing from your ancestors, because your ancestors could have been in similar situations where they were with somebody they really loved, but there were so many challenges holding them back, making them feel like, is this really worth it? So I see this blessing from your ancestors where they want you to have this type of love you want with this person, and they're going to be helping you remove those obstacles. They're not going to remove it for you, but they're going to show you where they are and help you remove it. Because I feel your spirit guides are like not going to just do it for you, but they're going to help you do it, if that makes sense. I see that you have shifted greatly. I think that you've grown a lot within your own individual personal journey. And what usually happens, I saw this from another creator on Instagram. I think her name is Paget, Paget, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it wrong, sorry if I am. Um, I think it was her, but she basically said that when you shift to a higher timeline, when you grow, the people around you do too. And that's exactly what I'm seeing here. It's like you've grown. So then I see this person also energetically growing, where your growth affects them in a way, not because you're forcing them to grow, but it just happens as a ripple effect energetically. If this person never used to admit where they were wrong or own up or take accountability for certain things that made you upset or sad in the connection, I see something shifting and changing in them where now they do. And again, this might sound too good to be true. I wouldn't just tell this to people, if you were in a connection already wanting to give up on a connection. And for example, let's say the person's not putting in effort. I wouldn't just tell somebody to stay unless their spirit guides believe that something good can happen in the future, believe that, there is hope holding on. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing. Whatever stopped them from putting in effort before, I see them realizing that they need to put in more effort and doing that. And I just see more romance and passion coming to the connection. If you felt very bored and like there was nothing, like kind of lackluster, I don't know if that's the right word, I'm just hearing it in this connection, like there was nothing special or passionate or romantic, I do see that energy changing around. Okay. So clarify the Page of Cups reverse, Spirit, please. We have the Judgment card, which is really interesting because the way I speak to spirit guides of the collective and my own spirit guides, sometimes certain tarot cards, they associate to different things for me specifically. Not other readers will see it like this, but they usually show me the Judgment card as ancestors. And it's funny that I mentioned that, and here we see the Judgment card. So this is definitely a blessing from the divine. Okay, next we have the Lovers. So from the Two of Cups reversed to the Lovers, this kind of confirms what I said, where passion is being reinvigorated is the word I'm hearing, I can't pronounce it, in your connection, right? And more romance. So let's say this person wasn't somebody that usually bought you flowers. Maybe now they're buying you flowers. Or let's say they weren't usually somebody that plans dates, and you spoke to them about it and said you were unhappy, and now they're starting to plan dates because they want to make you happy in the connection. I see a shift in the energy of whatever they didn't used to do, they're doing now. I'm hearing to prove to you, to show you that there is still love here, because I think this person doesn't want to lose you. And I think this person has noticed that maybe you've given up on hope, and maybe you've told them multiple times what you would like to change in the connection, and they just haven't been taking action on it. But now I see a wake-up call where this person is feeling like, okay, if I don't do something, if I don't step up now, somebody else is going to do it for them and they're going to leave, because I'm hearing a song, What You Don't Do, Another Man Will. I don't know who sings it, but I'm just hearing it. So I feel like this person is feeling pressure to step up in this connection and not take you for granted. And I don't think the intention is just because they don't want to lose you, but because they want to prove to you how much they love you, show you with their actions, and they have realized, or they are going to realize, that they haven't been putting in the effort they are supposed to in this connection. So yeah, again, if you have been feeling bored or like there's nothing exciting happening in the connection, I see that changing, where now all of a sudden you're fulfilled. Now all of a sudden there's a change or a restructuring happening in your connection with the Tower reversed, where maybe even challenges start to fall away. We start to find solutions to problems in the connection. That's how I'm seeing the Tower reversed here. I'm also tasting sushi, so you could potentially go out on a date. It doesn't have to be sushi, but just eating food together. We have Temperance in the reverse. I see a lot of kissing, a lot of PDA, a lot of holding hands. And if you never used to do that, I just see this person wanting to show you more affection in physical ways, spend more quality time with you if that has been lacking. Like, I'm seeing an energy where, let's say you have a specific love language and they haven't been giving to you in that love language, but giving to you in another way. I see them trying to give to you in that love language. So, for example, let's say your love language is gift giving. I see them wanting to buy you gifts instead of just, give you kisses, because maybe kisses aren't your love language. Do you get what I mean? So I see an energy like that. I also feel very hot within the energy. So again, there's a rise of passion coming through the next time you see them again, where you can't keep your hands off each other. So a lot of sexual tension between the two of you. And I just see a vision of, like in movies when there's a couple kissing in the elevator and they just can't keep each other's hands off each other until they make it to their apartment or bedroom. I see an energy like that clairvoyantly. So again, pile number one, I wouldn't just sell you dreams if that wasn't really what I was seeing here. I wouldn't just tell you what you want to hear, but this is what I'm hearing from your ancestors. Things are going to change like this. That's what I saw from them with a finger, like in the blink of a finger. And with Temperance reverse, I feel like either a lot of you have been together a long time, like I said before, where things have just gotten a little bit stale because we haven't been putting in the effort we're supposed to, or one person hasn't, and or it's been a long waiting for things to change, waiting for things to get better, and maybe you're losing hope. So that's what I see with Temperance reverse, but I heard the wait is over. Okay, so now let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards for just extra messages of anything else that could potentially happen here. I also see heart-to-heart conversations where you're both pouring your heart out to each other. This is what I'm seeing visually from Spirit. And you're saying whatever hasn't been said before, whatever has been left unsaid, whatever has been swept under the rug is now being said. Look, when I shuffle Malachites at the back of the deck, so that's quite interesting. This is a crystal of the heart chakra, so love is coming back into the connection. And eudaimonia reminds me of like a healthy, beautiful connection. So maybe it's becoming healthier. You're both, communicating more, or it's starting to become healthier if it was. I don't feel this connection was unhealthy per se, but it was just like we weren't putting in enough effort, or one party wasn't, and things were getting a little bit stale. So we have calcite moon transition. So this kind of confirms what I said now, where it's like we're saying the things that kind of have been hidden. Moon is energy that's hidden, right? Whatever we haven't said before, whatever we've kept to ourselves, we're now saying it, we're now speaking it to each other. And transition with the butterfly makes me think of a transformation, a change. Even with the moon cycles, you know how the moon always changes cycles. I don't see the energy staying stagnant here. I see a huge change in a good, positive way, okay? We have Sunstone with Sacral Chakra and Deep Knowing. When I pulled this card, I all of a sudden felt like I need glasses to see, but I can see properly. I don't really need glasses. For context, I just wear reading glasses, but I can see fine. But I felt like I was tapping into energy. So let me just explain what I see here. I just saw your spirit guide next to me on my right side. Quite interesting as I got this message. So what I'm seeing here is, when you have really poor eyesight and you don't even realize it and you're squinting. And then you finally get glasses that can help you see again. And things are now clearer, and you realize, whoa, I didn't realize that things were so blurry for me before, and now they're so clear. So I see an energy of whatever was confusing, even with moon energy, because it can sometimes represent confusion, illusions, things like that. So whatever you were not seeing clearly in the situation, now you're seeing clearly. Now you have clarity on, if I want to leave or stay, on if this is the right connection for me. Even with deep knowing here, it feels like I all of a sudden have answers now that I didn't have before. Where I once felt confused and foggy, now I see things clearly. Now I have answers. Sacral chakra is also the chakra prominent for our sexual energy. So there is a lot of sexual tension here, again confirmed. But the sacral chakra is also responsible for our emotions and feeling secure, feeling confidence in yourself. So I feel like that with moon is also emotion. So I feel like you're going to develop a deeper emotional connection the next time you see each other again. But there's also going to be a lot of passion, sexual tension. And there's also going to be a feeling of, I feel confidence in this connection. I feel confident knowing that this can improve and get better. Okay, so we have Earth Star Chakra with alignment in the reverse and Herkimer Diamond. So I don't feel like you're quite ready yet, but I feel with introspection at the back of the deck, Spirit is guiding you to continue focusing your energy on you rather than this person right now. Continue focusing on your own growth, transformation, continue looking within on what you would like to pour out your heart to in conversation with this person the next time you see them, because that can really change things. But I feel both of you first need to go through a growth before this happens. It's not going to take long, but there's still some work to do, some inner work to do for both of you before this energy kind of becomes aligned and clicks for you. So what Spirit is essentially showing me, when we manifest something and people say we first have to become an energy match to that thing we want to manifest, that's what I'm seeing here. So in order to manifest this, transformation in your connection, we first need to become an energy match for this manifestation so that we can be in alignment with it. So what is pulling us out of alignment with this energy? Is it fears? Is it doubt? Is it feelings you may have? That's for you to look into so that you can become that energy match. And most of the time it's beliefs we have, fears, subconscious things with the moon, emotions we have. Okay, so this is what I have for you. I really hope this reading resonated. This is what could potentially happen next time you see them again. So please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my Palo 2s. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and the Mythos tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what could possibly happen the next time you see them again for the person on your mind. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. Quick disclaimer, the future is never set in stone. We're merely reading into a possibility of what could happen in the future, but everyone always has free will. So now that I've said that, I also want to say if you do resonate with these messages, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So now what I'm seeing just energetically is a fated meeting or encounter, regardless of what your connection to this person is. So, for example, let's say you two haven't been speaking a lot or talking a lot, and this is just an acquaintance, but you have a crush on this person and you bump it into them into the grocery store or something. Silly example, but that's what I'm seeing. Or let's say, you've been with this person for a really long time. You're meant to see each other on that specific day. Something astrological wise, something fated is meant to happen that day. I see something like that, regardless of where you are in this connection, something like a fated meeting or encounter with each other. I also see and hear whatever you have been working towards or working on in this connection is finally paying off. And I'm seeing visually a sun and moon come together and kiss. First they're far apart, then they kiss. So maybe that represents you two having opposite energy that kind of attracts towards each other. And becoming closer the next time you see each other. If there was a distance between the two of you, either physically or emotionally, I see you two coming closer together. Or just feeling closer to each other in general, even if there wasn't a distance. There's something about feeling closer to each other and feeling more inseparable. Your connection is strong, but you might have had things try to shake it from the outside. I don't know if it's outside people, outside situations, challenges, whatever it is. I see outside influences trying to shake up your connection, but you two holding on to each other and becoming more inseparable and building a stronger foundation together. This is just what I feel from the energy and what I see energetically. So what could potentially happen the next time pile number 2 sees the person on their mind? Keep the person in mind while I shuffle. So spirit guides of pile 2, what could potentially happen the next time pile number 2 sees the person on their mind again? We have the 2 of Cups. We have the 6 of Swords. We have the Tower. And we have the Knight of Swords. We will pull clarification cards in a minute, but I just want to read these for now. We have Justice at the back of the deck. Okay, so you guys have a very beautiful connection as I'm tapping into the energy. I see a lot of honesty and integrity here. I see a lot of blind trust, which is a good thing. It's like you two just trust each other blindly, and I see that continuing into your future where, your person never gives you a reason to doubt them or to not trust them. You know what I mean? Okay, so these outside influences, let's talk about it, because I'm seeing a claw clip in somebody's hair, and Spirit is using this as a metaphor. You know how claw clips are really strong? Your hair can be up for a while, but if someone goes and shakes your hair with the claw clip in, some of it is going to become loose. So I'm seeing that with the Tower energy, like something trying to shake up your connection, and it may seem bad at first. It may seem like, oh my gosh, are things going to fall apart? Is our connection actually as strong as we thought it was? Are we actually as inseparable as we thought we were? But whatever is happening here, whatever outside challenge, I want you to forget about what's causing it and look at it in a perspective of it's not destroying things in our connection. It's not tearing things apart between the two of us, but it's making us stronger, and it's making us realize where our weak spots are in the connection. Because Spirit is showing me, you know how enemies always target your weak spot? And I'm not saying an enemy's targeting you, but Spirit is using this as an example. Whatever is shaking up the connection here is showing you where the weak spots are in the connection so that you two can build a stronger foundation and change something within the connection for the better so that your connection is stronger, so that nothing can shake it in terms of outside influences. So if I could give examples to this, let's say somebody's going to your person and spreading rumors about you that are not true. but your person knows you, knows your values, knows your character, knows who you are as a person. So they wouldn't let that be their weak spot where they believe that other person. You might think that this is destroying your connection, but it's actually making it stronger. That's the energy I see. As an example, another example I could use is, let's say somebody is trying to come between you. Like, let's say somebody likes your person or likes you and is trying to come between you, or an ex or something. I see a situation like that, but then your person not falling for it and you not falling for it because you're both loyal to each other, where there's just blind trust here. I see an energy like that as an example. So with the Two of Cups here, the next time you see them again, there is this feeling of, I'm my own individual person and you're your own individual person and we're whole on our own, but we want this connection. We want each other. And yes, we're whole on our own, but we want to be together as a couple. We want to have each other in our lives forever. And I see this energy of, we have our own independence and individuality outside this connection. We're not losing ourselves in this connection, but we're still making quality time for each other and becoming one together, if that makes sense. That's what I see visually. Like, we're becoming one unit. We're not two separate people anymore. We're becoming one unit. I don't know what that means, if that's a metaphor, but that's what I'm seeing. It could just mean feeling closer to the person, if that makes sense. The Knight of Swords, I see your person or you, or both of you, quickly taking action on whatever is shaking up the connection to put a stop to it immediately. So, for example, let's say it's an outside person that wants your person. I see them putting a stop to it immediately and saying, no, I have somebody already. So that's an example of the energy. Or let's say you two have a small minor conflict before you two see each other again. And this person puts a stop to it immediately and says, no, let's talk this through. Let's be calm about this. Let's not let a small thing like this come between us. So I just see an energy of, we're in harmony with each other, where even if it seems like outside forces can destroy our connection, it can't, because we're stronger than that together. And we both want the same thing, and we're both choosing each other, even when outside things trigger us. And my voice kind of went shaky when I said that. So that may be a difficult topic to speak about, whatever this is. But I do think you're going to be taking action on it immediately. So let's get the rest of your cards, the clarification cards. I see something about watching movies together and having dogs around, or just dogs in general. And I also see something about going to the mall together or shopping together. So we have the Eight of Swords. We have Judgment. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords reverse. So for a lot of you, this outside influence could be a past person with the Six of Cups at the back of the deck, or a past situation that keeps arising between the two of you. So if I had to use this as an example, let's say an ex keeps trying to call your person, but they've blocked this person, but they keep trying to call. Or let's say, people are jealous of this connection and trying to come in between you two and spread rumors about you two. I'm hearing triangulation to get you two to fight. Or let's say an old issue that you had together arises again and you've already worked through it, but now it's arising again. It's just showing you where you can actually strengthen the connection, even if you feel stuck in the moment as the situation comes up. It is a test to see how strong your connection is. So it may feel like, oh my gosh, is everything going to fall apart, like I said before, but it's actually a test to show how strong your connection is and to strengthen your connection, like I said previously. I do feel like you have worked on a lot of issues you've had together, but you've also put in a lot of effort into this connection, maybe to the point where even if there are small issues that come up, it's like we've put in so much effort and work towards this connection that it wouldn't be worth it to just let go of it out of a small issue, you know? So that's what I see here. It also feels like we're not wanting to miss certain opportunities to help this connection grow, to help us come closer together even in times of challenge. So that's what I see. And I also see an energy where somebody in the past may feel they miss an opportunity with you or your person and feel sort of entitled to coming back. But I see a rejection happening if that is the case. So different energies, take what resonates. This is a general reading with so many of you watching. This connection feels very lovey-dovey to me. It feels like it's not just lust, it feels like true love, real love. That's what I'm hearing. I see that your connection has barriers or protection around it energetically, where these issues are small. They may seem big, but they're small. So maybe this happens the next time you see them, or it's a subject you're talking about the next time you see each other. But again, it's a test, and after you pass this test, a change is going to happen where you two grow closer together and these things fall away because they're no longer in your vibration anymore. They're no longer in your reality anymore. It's like Spirit is showing me when you pass a test from the divine, it's like you're not going to take that same test again. Do you get what I mean? Unless you failed that test. So if you pass the test, you're going to the next grade, metaphorically, where you're not learning that thing again because you've already learned it and some good change is happening. Kind of reminds me of pile 1 where I said level up, but the energy is very different. Let's go ahead and pull your oracle cards now. I'm hearing franchise or business. Some of you work with this person or have a franchise or business with them, and maybe that is the outside influences causing turbulence here. Because I'm seeing a plane have turbulence. So whatever this is, it's just turbulence. It's not going to knock the whole plane over, metaphorically. Bad example, but that's what Spirit's showing me. Okay, we have Sunstone with Sacral Chakra and Deep Knowing. We have Spirit Quartz, Chiron, and Healing. And we have Venus in the reverse with Rose Quartz and Empathy reverse. So I feel like Empathy reverse has to do with the situation that is bringing anger up or bringing issues up. So I think this is in regards to people where like an ex is trying to come back to your person or you, and one of you is gonna feel like, I don't even feel sorry for this person. You know, I would get mad about this initially, but I don't even want to feel emotionally connected to this situation. I just want to ignore it and put a stop to it immediately. I'm not going to entertain this. I'm not even going to argue with this person if they try to argue with me. I'm not going to feel sorry for them if they try to emotionally manipulate me. The past person. So that's what I feel there. But also, if this is just a situation and not a past person, what is this about, Spirit? For a lot of you, I feel like it's not just outside influences trying to pull you two apart. Maybe it's people. But it's like the divine isn't having empathy towards those people. So what that could mean essentially is maybe those people receive karma in some way for trying to destroy a good relationship you have together, or something like that, where the divine isn't going to have empathy towards them because they chose to do it. We all have free will, so if we choose to do something, there's always a consequence to an action, whether that be positive or negative. And that may be their lesson, okay? I do want to read more into this energy and find out more, so let me just close my eyes. I see this person wanting to compliment the way you smell, or vice versa. I see you two just kind of like wanting to snuff each other because you love each other so much the next time you see each other again. And I see this energy where you two are eating together and feeding each other. So I don't know if that represents something metaphorically or literally, where you're literally feeding each other, or it just means we're taking care of each other metaphorically. Through thick and thin, through anything we go through, we're taking care of each other. You know, maybe we're so used to our independence that we're used to being these individual people, but it's like now we're becoming a unit. We're taking care of each other, not just of ourselves first. If these were issues that were past issues arising in your connection, I see you two talking it through and a potential healing happening to whatever that situation was. So sometimes when we're healing something in a connection or individually, we'll have that thing come up and then we'll think that we have gotten over it. And then sometimes there's a remnant of that emotion left where we haven't fully cleared it. And then the last bit comes up and we're like, oh, I thought I was already over this. But then it comes up and we heal it and we let go of it completely. So I see that happening. The next time you see them again, I also see support from your spirit guides to help this connection grow into something beautiful. And I do also feel like when other people see the beauty of this connection, see the love you two have for each other, see you two just taking care of each other in a way, it is also going to inspire a lot of people that love does exist. And I feel here with deep knowing, it's just like you just deeply trust each other regardless of what anyone says about the other person, because you know the intention behind that. And you just know that you want to be with this person, and there's no doubt about it. That's what I see you feeling the next time you see them. I also see you two both feeling very happy and joyous and excited in each other's presence, regardless of whatever is happening here. I still see you two being very happy and feeling victorious after you complete this test or get through whatever challenge this is. So this is what could potentially happen the next time you see them. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pal number threes. If you chose this red cat's eye heart and the Sacred Sisterhood Tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what could potentially happen the next time you see them again for the person on your mind. Please be aware that this is a general reading, and quick disclaimer, the future is never set in stone. We're merely reading into a possibility of what could happen in the future, but everyone always has free will. But if you do find yourself resonating with these messages, and if you want to stay up to date with what I post daily, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So I heard the word paradox, and I heard the song by Sir, That's Why I Love You, while I was getting into your energy, and I kept seeing sexual images when I got to your pile. So I do think that you might sleep with this person the next time you see them. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing. I don't know if you want to or not, but I see that happening potentially. Let's see what comes up. So, Spirit Guides of pile number 3. What could possibly happen the next time they see the person on their mind? Keep your person in mind while I shuffle. So we have the Star in the reverse. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Empress. And we have the Eight of Cups reversed. At the back of the deck, we do have the Six of Swords. Okay, so I see a situation here. I see multiple situations, but leading to the same energy. I see for some of you, you could be in a situationship with this person where you want some kind of choice or commitment from this person with the Two of Swords, but they haven't exactly been giving that to you. And that's why I said, I don't know if you want to sleep with this person or not, because you can do what you do, have fun, whatever. Like, I don't care about that. But the thing is, what I'm seeing here is a complicated situation where it's like, maybe you want more commitment from this person, but they're not giving it to you. Or I see for some of you, maybe you are just in like a sexual kind of connection with this person where it's not really romantic or it doesn't have any sort of commitment, but you want that. And I see a situation for others of you where you have already walked away from this person. Maybe you're in no contact, separation with them. But I hate to be the bearer of bad news, and I hate to have this sound a certain type of way. But the thing is, I feel a situation, and I want to be sensitive about it, but I feel a situation where, let's say you two potentially sleep together, but then this person nothing really comes of it, if that makes sense. And that can be quite disappointing and heartbreaking for you, which I hate to be the bearer of bad news. But I see an energy of like this person not wanting anything more than sex. And it breaks my heart to say this to you, pile number 3, but that's kind of just what I'm seeing here. Like nothing more comes of it. And it can make you feel quite used and disrespected when somebody does that to you. When they promise you all these things like we're going to be together and then it feels heartbreaking to say. Like it just makes a person feel used. You know what I mean? And it's not okay. It's making me angry at this person because you can't promise something to a person and then get what you want out of them and then just leave. And the reason I'm also saying that is I'm seeing a scene from that movie with Sydney Sweeney in it. What is the movie called again? It's a new movie. Oh, it's called Anyone But You, where they kind of have like a one night stand and then she leaves, but she didn't actually want to leave, but then she leaves. And then long story short, she overhears him saying to his friend, like, I don't care about her or anything like that. I don't know what it was exactly, but something along those lines. I don't want to spoil the movie if you haven't watched it, but I'm seeing a situation like that, and I don't want to make this reading sound controversial in any way or be hurtful to you in any way, pile number 3. So, yeah, I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but I wouldn't suggest doing that. Maybe this is a warning coming from your spirit guides to not engage with this person sexually if you want something more. Because, yeah, again, it breaks my heart. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it's just so wrong when somebody does that. Like, just use you, you know? I hear your spirit guides saying they don't want you to entertain this person anymore because this person doesn't have good intentions towards you. They make it seem like they want to stay in your life, but they don't. It's like a situation, when you don't want to make plans with a person, but then you say yes anyways, or you don't really want to be with a person, but then you promise them all these things and it's empty promises. And yeah, again, it just breaks my heart. I feel like this person, your spirit guides are saying they're merely a distraction. They're not good for you. They don't have the best intentions towards you. And they're merely a distraction. And your spirit guides want you to move on from this person and not engage with this person so that this doesn't happen the next time you see them. Because I've had this happen to me too, where people have made me feel used in that way, and it's not a great feeling at all. And yeah, that's basically what I'm seeing. Like your spirit guides are saying, I don't mean to be negative, but they're saying the situation's just hopeless. Like you wouldn't even be able to trust this person. Let's say you had formed a relationship to them. I don't feel like they're a very honest or loyal person. And even if you were in a relationship with them, they would still entertain other people, because I'm getting that this person just thinks with their private parts and kind of just has player energy. Like they just want sex and no love and no commitment. And that's harsh to say, but it's the truth of what I'm seeing here. With the Queen of Wands, the Empress, your spirit guides are emphasizing the importance of you knowing your worth, the importance of you not entertaining people that aren't treating you the way you deserve. Because the Empress is self-love, the Queen of Wands is confidence and knowing your worth. So these two card combinations are an emphasis of knowing your worth and having the self-love to not stay in a situation but just leave and don't look back. Okay? You're not losing anything if you leave the situation, because you may already feel like, can I really trust this person? You may already feel iffy about trusting this person. You may have already seen red flags within them. You may have already seen that, but not be acknowledging it. It's like, when you see a sign, but then you don't listen to it, or you see a red flag, but then you ignore the red flag. You're not losing anything if you leave the situation behind. And some of you may just be in the situation hoping things change, but also feeling hopeless at the same time, yet not wanting to leave in case something good can happen. But your spirit guides are saying right now, leave and don't look back, because they're not going to give you anything good. They're not a good person. Clarify the star in reverse. This reading's actually making me angry at this person. The Nine of Cups. Yeah, this person isn't being clear about what they want from you. They're making it seem like, oh, I want a relationship and I want all these things, but I'm just not ready yet. Give me time. But they don't actually want a relationship. They're just stringing you along. We have the Nine of Swords reversed. Maybe you're worried that, if I leave this person, what if they, date somebody else? Or what if there is a relationship between us, a connection between us, but it's just, I just need to wait a little bit more. Spirit is saying let go of these worries, because this person is entertaining other people with the Three of Cups here. Based on the context of what we're speaking about, what I felt energetically, Three of Cups doesn't always mean third-party connections, but based on the context of what I already saw energetically and what I felt energetically, this person is entertaining other people and isn't being completely truthful with you. We also have the Moon, which can sometimes represent secrets, lies, deception. Not in all cases, but based off the context of what we're speaking about, this is a confirmation that this person isn't honest, that they hide things. They hide the people they're speaking to on the side. And yeah, this person's just bad news. That's all I'm going to say. The reason why your spirit guides are saying this person is a distraction from your real true love is because they are. That's just the truth here. It may be harsh, but it is the truth. Because I see somebody new coming into your life that wouldn't betray you or hurt you or lie to you like this person has already. You may not even realize how much they've lied to you already, how much they've betrayed you already, how bad their intentions are to you, the things they keep from you. You know what I mean? And there's a new person coming into your life that is loyal, that is the opposite of this person. And, if you're too caught up in this person, you might miss when the other person comes around. You might overlook the other person. So that's what I see here from Spirit. Knight of Wands energy at the back of the deck can sometimes represent player energy, but not always. But this is just confirmation. See, this person doesn't want to be tied down to a relationship. This person just wants to kind of move freely through the world and not have any sort of commitment to anybody. And now I'm seeing Charlie from 2.5 Men. If you've ever watched that series, he's like a typical player. So player energy is through these cards. And of course, I'm not just reading the card meanings, I'm also seeing things energetically, and Spirit is telling me these things. So this is a warning for you to not see this person next time, because you might. This person is that type of person that can sweet talk you, that is very charming, that will say the right things you want to hear and reel you in, and then not give you those things that they promised. So again, this is heartbreaking, but the truth had to be said here so that you don't fall into this person's trap. Because this is a type of person that tells people they want a relationship when they really don't. And they've done this to multiple people, not just you. Where they string people along, where they call people at 2 a.m. for a booty call, and that person thinks, oh, this person really loves me. But, again, I don't want this reading to sound controversial, but this is the truth of what I'm seeing here. And if it sounds harsh, I'm really sorry. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, pile 3. We have lapis lazuli, third eye chakra, consciousness. Your spirit guides are trying to protect you by showing you into the future, by showing you and making you aware of this person's true intentions towards you, so that you're conscious of it, so that you don't move from this unconscious place where you're just giving in a way where you just like believe their lies that they're telling you. That's what I see. Spirit Quartz, Chiron, healing. I think for some of you, you've been involved with the person for some time, where Spirit is urging you to heal from the situation. And we have resolve in the reverse with Vesta and Desert Jasper. See, this is the type of person that does something to a person and then never apologizes ever, or ever admits where they went wrong, or even admits they were wrong in the first place. They just kind of keep it a secret and move on. So yeah, this person doesn't move with the best intentions, not just towards you. And I think this person is secretly afraid of change. I think this person values their own freedom so much that they don't want commitment. They don't want to be tied down to one person. Like I said, this person just wants to move freely through the world and kind of like entertain everybody and not just one person. So I actually think I'm gonna stop this reading here, because it's making me very upset and angry at this person, and I don't want to continue with this anymore because it is triggering. But I hope this reading didn't resonate. And I will see you next time, pile number 3.